Always pay close attention to political events, the dates, the times, and their importance. Because there was an old Roman statesman who used to say that the people get the government that they deserve. And so if you're so willing to be ignorant of law and politics, well, that's your business. But ignorance of the law, you're not excused from that. Why am I saying that? I want you to look at this video. There's a video where the president, he talks about making a pilgrimage, a voyage, his first voyage, where he says he has to go to the Vatican. He has to go to Israel, and he's going to Saudi Arabia. Now, his claim to fame has always been restoring what people believe to be the Republic. Well, I'll tell you about what he means when you watch this video, what he says when he uses the word cornerstone. Now, to the untrained mind or to the untrained ear, cornerstone doesn't mean anything. Cornerstone goes right through their head. It goes right over their head. But it has a religious, a historical, and it also has an astronomical significance to it. And if you don't believe it, all of you have members, or you have men or women, friends, associates who are Freemasons. Ask them about the word cornerstone. Look in the Bible how many times the word cornerstone is used. Jesus was said to be the chief cornerstone. Well, look up in language, because cornerstone in Greek means the peak of a pyramid, like the pyramid that you see embarked on the $1 bill. The word cornerstone comes from the old Roman Republic, in which the hierarchy in the church, they had a ceremonious rite where the generals, all the Roman knights, the priests, the senators, and the citizens, when they laid the cornerstone, it symbolized them being and acting in one accord. So when the president uses the word cornerstone, it's almost like a encrypted or a secret coded language which says that he's acting in accord to continue to build the Roman church. You don't believe this? Take a break from the pub at 3 in the morning, drinking shots of whiskey. Take a break from the club, drinking shots of Patron. Study, as I do, at 3 in the morning. Look up in a Catholic encyclopedia or a Jewish encyclopedia and just type in the word or research the word cornerstone. Now, it's historically, the cornerstone in Rome was a ceremonious rite, as I said, where the generals, one being Cornelius Tacitus. His last name Tacitus bears the word tacit. This is why in law, when you use the word tacit, it's a silent agreement. It confers an agreement. That's where the word tacit came in law. So you always hear people use the word tacit consent. Well, it came from the Roman general Cornelius. And Cornelius was what? Cornelius, his duties were assigned to rebuilding the capital. He was assigned to rebuilding Capitoline Hill. This is why DC today is referred to as Capitol Hill, because the original Capitol Hill was in Rome. The Vatican, Rome is Catholic, Catholic is Vatican, the Vatican is the Roman Catholic Church, and this is why Trump says that he has to go see his Cardinals. No, he don't own the Cardinals, and those that know, the Cardinals own him. Don't be deceived. And so he has to go see the Vatican, because the Vatican, the head man, is the Father. The Father. Lord Father. This is why in Star Wars the word Darth means Lord, the word Vader means Father. Vader in Dutch means Father. So Darth Vader is symbolic of the Lord Father. Who was what? Really trying to destroy the Republic, not rebuild it. But the Roman general Tacitus, he was assigned to rebuilding the Republic. Not the Republic which separates church and state written in the Constitution. No, he was assigned to rebuild Rome, the hill. Because that's where all the Kaisers, the Caesars, they ruled from up on that hill. This is why DC is called Capitol Hill. Look up in the ceremonious rites of Freemasons when they lay the cornerstone. Trump, his claim, as I said, was to be what? Rebuilding the republic. And so, but he has to go to Rome. He wants to bring the jobs to the United States, or the United States citizens. Yet he has to go to Rome to see who? To see the Father. Yet he better go see the Father. And so for those that don't know, what he's saying is, he's saying that he is in tune. You might think this is mysterious. You might be bewildered by these words. But no, what he's saying secretively is that he is in tune. Well, he better be in tune, or else he'll get tuned up. There was a lot of presidents who weren't in tune. The president number 35 wasn't in tune. And what you saw what happened. Contrary to popular opinion, you think he's here to restore the Bill of Rights and the Republic. Well, you better think again, and you better listen close to his words. Now, the Cornerstone in astrology. Catholic Encyclopedia, Cornerstone. It reads, a rite. Now, rites are rituals. Rituals are religious. Nothing to do with government. Foundation. Foundation stone. A rite entitled of the blessing and laying of the foundation stone for the building of a Roman church. Or cornerstone in math, science, geometry, and astronomy. As you can see right here, it's a 90-degree angle. Right? So we're going to talk math. And so a 90-degree angle on a compass, north, south, east, and west, the news. Well, north, if you go north, right, you're going up. And if you go east, you're going to the right, where the sun sets. Remember, the sun is relative to an eastern star. So up and to the right is a square, the same square on the cornerstone. And north, when you're talking about the land, the north always deals with darkness. Now, this is the knowledge that Egyptians were giving the Greeks and giving it to the Romans. So the north deals with the darkness. This is a fact in science, because the North Pole, in its climate, in its weather, in its season, it has more days of darkness than any other part of the world. So the north is the darkness, and the east is the sun. It's the sunlight. So northeast is symbolic of a cornerstone, which was symbolic in those secret ceremonial rites and those secret societies in the old time religion, because when you went north, you were in the darkness, but when you went east, you were upright. You came back into the light. So that's the hidden metaphor between north and east. So notice this angle. When you look at the feet of George Washington, when he lays the cornerstone, his feet was in the form of this square, this 90-degree angle. And so that's the science behind northeast and the cornerstone. It's symbolic of the men going from the darkness into that light. And so what would happen was, in Rome, just a little history, stay with me. In Rome, the word tacit came about from the general Tacitus, because he was giving passes to his army. He was giving a pass to his generals who were really committing treason. They were committing acts that were considered unbearable, which would really lead to your head being off. And so he was giving silence, or agreeing. He was giving a pass to treasonous acts. And so that's why the word tacit is used in law.